Have you ever wondered how long your book should be? How many pages should it be? Well, I'm Melanie Johnson, one of the owners of Elite Online Publishing, and I'm going to demystify that for you today. So, we're going to talk about nonfiction books specifically. So, a nonfiction book should be more than 100 pages, more than 50 pages. I see these nonfiction books out there that are 50 pages long. I feel like I got cheated, right? But a 300-page book is way too long. People just don't consume that amount of content. So really the pocket for a nonfiction business book is between 150 and 250 pages. Ideally around 200 pages, right? And that can include the copyright page and the table of contents and all that can be in there. But people just don't want to consume that amount of content that's over 250 pages. Think of it about, on a plane ride there and back, they could finish the book. You want it to be easy, fast, and they can take action fast by reading your book and getting it done and feeling like they got it accomplished. And even if it's an audiobook, you don't want them to take hours and hours and hours to read the audiobook. So that leads me to another great question is what formats should you publish your book in? So Jenn Foster, the other owner of Elite Online Publishing, is here. So Jenn, what formats do you suggest a nonfiction author publish their book in?
Yes, we get that question all the time. And I actually just spoke with an author the other day who said that she has her ebook ready and she's ready to publish. And I told her, well, what about the paperback or the hardback or the audiobook? Because she was thinking, oh, I'll just throw an ebook up there. And like Melanie was saying, you got to have a lot of pages. You don't want to have just a 50-page or 40-page book. You want to have a real book. So you want to have your book in all four formats. And the reason being is people consume differently. Some people like to hold the book in their hand and they like the physical book that they can read through and mark their place with a bookmark. Other people like the hardback books because they collect them or they have a aesthetic they want to have on their shelf. They want it to look beautiful. And other people just like their digital ebook and they have a Kindle White or they have a Nook from Barnes & Noble and they want to read on their Kindle or their Nook because they want to save paper, right? But then you have those busy people who really love audiobooks because they like to listen when they're working out or they like to listen when they are traveling in the car. So you want to make sure that you have an audiobook as well. And when you have all four formats, then you can reach more audience and more people who want to read your book.
So what's the newest format that's coming out for your book? What's another way to reach your audience? So we talked in another video that, the length of your book should be 150 to 250 pages. I'm Melanie Johnson, one of the owners of Elite Online Publishing. And what we say you can do to grab another audience is to do a quick summary book. A quick summary book is a great way to get somebody's attention. They don't have to commit to reading a whole book of 200 pages or listening for 8 to 10 hours for an audiobook. So it's really like the Cliff Notes that you'd get in school of the book. So you do a summary of each chapter. And what we like to do is include a QR code. So you do a video of the author explaining some insights to the chapter as well and doing their own summary. And what happens when you use that book, most of the time, people go back and buy the whole book because they got the quick digestion of what they needed. And then they want to go back and they're like, you know what? I want to buy the whole book now. Now I'm really curious, but it's a great way to bring people into your funnel. So then you have an ebook, a paperback, a hardback, an audiobook, and then consider doing that quick summary book with the QR codes. We're offering that for our authors now.
I love that. And one other thing is that people always come to us and ask the question of how do I write the book? Like, where do I start? And we just got a really good insight, which we've actually used this strategy multiple times before, but it is a really good way to get your book written fast. And that is just to go to your website. I'm sure most of you have a website if you're an entrepreneur or business owner, and pull up your frequently asked question page. And on your frequently asked question page, you can go through each question and actually create a video of each question and answer that video or answer that question and make a video and then transcribe the video and you have your first chapter written. So that's how you would start writing your book if you don't know what to write about first.
That's a great way to do it. Well, thanks for joining us today. We hope this was helpful and you got some great tips. And we'll see you next time. If you're looking to write a book and become a guaranteed #1 bestseller, go to eliteonlinepublishing.com, hit the author submission form. We don't take everybody. Not everyone's a great fit for us. We are a high-level concierge publishing service, but we do guarantee you'll hit bestseller status. We'll see you next time.